Step in the box, sports cards fans. Welcome to Batter Up with John and Brett. What's up,
Hey,
John?
doing well, doing well. This is the second time this week we've actually gone on a live stream on Batter Up, and I think we're 5 episodes in now, maybe six, depending how you look at it. It's
Yeah, I
been
think it's
fun. It's
5.
been a
Yeah.
journey. Looking forward to some fun topics tonight. Hopefully, we've got a lot of people in the live enjoying it with us. I know we're going head to head with Thursday Night Football, and there's a big game this week. Let's be honest. I think we got Patrick Mahomes against Justin Herbert. I know everybody wants to watch it. You can watch it. You put the game on mute. You can be here with us. You can do two things at once. I can't do that, though, because I don't have a TV in the background here unless I turn the lights off and I had it on the big screen. So, because it's a projector. So,
I never thought
anyway,
about logging on to Amazon Prime right on my computer. I could be watching it here.
I know. Trust me, I would be watching it right now if we weren't going live. If we weren't live on my big screen, it'd be amazing. I watched the Super Bowl down here; it was fantastic. So, all right, what do you got on tap for tonight? Because I got a couple topics we're going to cover, but I'll let you go first.
Let's just start off with Chrome, baby. Chrome sighting at Target. One of my buddies, I don't know where it was at, but got a picture. Blaster boxes at Target, $34.99, tops Chrome.
Yeah.
I have a feeling hobby boxes will be somewhere between $275 and $325 tomorrow.
My LCS has them for $275 tomorrow. I really thought about maybe splurging to buy one just to rip on the channel. I didn't do it yet. We'll see if I change my mind tomorrow. But I think where I'm really at with Chrome, I think retail at a Barnes and Noble with a discount is the play. And in volume. I think you go in for like 10 or 12 boxes, you get a good sample size and see what you can get. And then after that, if you don't get anything, don't chase too long, because at that point, maybe it's better just to wait out for the singles that you want in a raw condition, and then maybe, raw to grade kind of thing, like you've been doing with some of the Julio Rodriguez and Bobby Witt short prints from Series 2. I think that's probably the play, but everybody's got to have a little bit of fun. And I'm itching to see what these cards look like. When you sent me that photo from Target earlier, I thought, let's go on YouTube. Somebody's got to have a video up, and I can't find one yet. So whomever posts that first video, can't wait to see what those cards look like in Chrome and a refractor. They're going to look amazing. So, always do.
Like usual, right before we go on, I got bombarded with one, the picture of the Target stock, 2, the odds of a blaster box. So we were kind of talking about that before we came on. And then 3, one of my friends literally just a second ago, right when we went live, sent somebody opening up some hobby boxes on YouTube.
Oh, really?
When we get done, I'll send the link. I'm going to watch it, see what they look like. Some of the first hobby boxes. But I stopped by my Meijer kind of hoping maybe to get lucky. But there's Joel says Pac-Man has a video up. I'll check that out. Pac-Man
has a video up of Topps Chrome?
Yeah.
Wow. He never makes. I got to find that out right now. I won't go on audio, but
so we were kind of looking at some odds too. People in the chat were watching, and John, just with some quick calculations, thinks it's about a 20% increase from last year. We looked at the refractor, the negative, because like last year's negative is 1 in 131 packs in blaster boxes. This year it's 1 in 156 packs.
Yep.
And I wrote these down. The variation was 1 in 680. It's 1 in 813. That's if we'll verify those again. Just a quick glance. We were like scrambling to get it on there. So about 20%. So they did make more.
They did. They put a few new inserts in this year. I don't know if those are hobby only inserts, It looks like they're not going to have the home field advantage card in the set, but they do have an in the city. I think it's called in the city and has autos. Card looks similar to the home field advantage, kind of some artwork of a city behind the player, very short checklist. Again, it's kind of a knockoff of a downtown, but I wonder if that's going to be in retail or not. I don't know if the photo that you had, that I don't know if you have it handy. If you don't, that's okay. But if that photo had that particular variation in it, that would mean that's in retail as well, which would be another maybe slight reason to be attracted to a small sample size of retail. I do agree with whomever said it earlier, Robert. I was totally on the pass on Chrome train until I saw two things really. One, the checklist it's about what we expected. It's not going to have all the guys that you want in there as far as base cards go, but they are all in there. They're going to be tough pulls for some of those guys. Obviously at the retail variation, you've got like the pinks and the sepias, and you've got your hypers and your regular refractors and the X fractors with the mega box. So those are different that are not in hobby. They've got the same color, but even though you're only really going to be chasing Wander, you're not really going to be chasing any of the other guys. Just to try to take a little bit of a sample size and find out what you can get. It's for the chase. It's fun, especially if the in the city insert is in retail. If it's not, then maybe my attitude would change. And then the other part of me changing my tune on Chrome was simply the fact that the pre-order price was so high and now it's coming down drastically. I feel like it's got more room to go down. And then blasters starting at $35 instead of everybody expected $40, even myself included, after we saw the Dick's Sporting Good thing a couple weeks ago, which that's positive. It's not great because it's still way over the $20 that these used to be. But if these were $30 for blasters, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, the one thing we didn't check was autograph odds. You know, what rate are autographs going to come on? We'll do that afterwards, but
yeah, that's a great point, because with the regular autographs that you could just get were about 1 in every 7 retail boxes last year. I think on average it was like 1 in every 71 packs at the minimum. And I don't know what it is this year. I've got a blaster in front of me from last year just to see if I was correct on that.
I can quick try to pull up this picture.
71, but I'm not sure. Here we go. Rookie autograph parallels. The refractor was 1 in 500 packs. And then, here we go. Regular rookie autograph was 1 in 71 packs. So that by odds, that's about 1 in every 9 boxes. But then you got to add all the parallels in and all the other numbered cards that you can get. And to me, it seems to work out to about 1 in every 7 boxes. So Pac-Man got a judge on that. That's cool. Aaron Judge, you get an auto of Aaron Judge, Joel? Is that what you were saying? This won't be hard to find on shelves. You're probably right. With 20% more print run than last year, I think you're going to be able to get a lot of it. You'll probably find it on Target for weeks, like you have Bowman. But Chrome release date, it's still going to be fun to watch on YouTube. It's still going to be fun to watch breaks, just to see what people pull, even if you're not into it for buying. If you're buying singles, you got to wait. Many people, I'm not talking to a bunch of newbies here, I'm sure, but you're going to have to wait on that to try to get your best value, especially on retail. If you want a pink Wander or something, you're going to probably have to wait the better part of 2 months. Maybe wait till the off season.
So on the box of that picture that we sent, rookie autograph, 1 in 120. 1 in 120. What was the rookie autograph last year?
1 in 71.
Holy crap. So
yeah, it's almost twice as hard.
Yeah, so, that's not good for autographs. So
yeah, so for the regular color, it looks like about 20% more. For the autos, it looks like it is there's going to be harder pulls. And they've got a mixture of rookies and vets this year. So a no in the cities, Joel says, in the retail. Well, that certainly changes things. That's disappointing.
Yeah. Thanks for the insight, Joel.
Thanks for that. Anything else on Chrome that you want to cover?
I'm good on Chrome. I'm looking forward to open some. I was hoping to have a little bit to open today. Like I said, I stopped at Meyer.
Yeah.
She comes to my local store sometimes on Thursdays. I couldn't tell if she was there or not. So, yeah.
Cool.
Is what it is.
Well, like Joel said, or Nick said, I think Nick said that, it's not going to be hard to find on shelves.
That's true.
Give it 2 or 3 weeks. This stuff's going to be everywhere. It's going to be at your Walmarts, your Meijer, your Targets, in stores even, online probably. Probably going to show up on Sunday. Barnes & Noble, pretty much everywhere. So,
Robert, spot on this one.
Yeah, that great point. I cannot disagree. I can't agree more. I was going to say I can't disagree. I do agree. The update Chrome with 100-card checklist, right? That's the typical checklist, a really short checklist. Of all the guys that were in Chrome, assuming they need rookie cards as sort of base cards, there were 20 guys that I think I saw went through like 9 pitchers and like 11 batters or something yesterday. One gentleman had a video out, and I've watched his stuff before. It looked like 6 of the guys had base cards in Chrome, in regular Chrome, of the 20 guys. And does that automatically mean then that the other 14 that didn't are in Chrome Update, which that alone would be great because that's all the guys you want to see. CJ Abrams, Mackenzie Gore, Julio Rodriguez, Torque, Witt, Hunter Green, you name it. List goes on and on. Spencer Strider even.
Suzuki for the Cubs. I totally forgot about him
even though it's 100 cards, that's going to be one jam-packed set of 100 cards unless they just skip it, which would be disappointing. But I don't know why they would skip it, though, because they're not going to push these guys to 2023. They've already put rookie cards this year.
Yeah, they have to.
There's no reason to do that. So, yeah, update Chrome this year could be very lit.
Yeah, I'm going to save my money for update. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm gonna get a little bit of Chrome. I may wait. I maybe just get one hobby box if they're for sale tomorrow on Topps website and they're $200. Maybe, because that's decent, just for fun. And then maybe just the max would be 10 blasters. But again, as Robert mentioned, as Joel mentioned, sorry, that there is no in the city insert in retail, which is disappointing. I really would hope that you would find those. It looked like the in the cities, though, based on the pack odds, were going to be one in every box, which is good. So,
Mark says, put up Mark's. Yeah, Sapphire is the bomb.
Good point. 100-card checklist in Sapphire, even better than Chrome. Yeah.
Can't beat Sapphire. That's for sure.
Cannot beat that. Yeah, we want to see those on the Target website when they were $150, right? And everybody's like, oh my gosh, $150. They still sold out ridiculously fast last year. I want to see that again. You put that out there for Update Chrome Sapphire for $150 in Target, I will get everybody I know who has an account to buy a box or 3. So, because that product will be extremely lucrative. I think Bowman Chrome could be very fun this year as well.
Yeah, Bowman Chrome could be awesome if they get, which I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, they almost have to get Witt and Julio in there, and if they have those 3, Wander, Witt, and Julio, plus the other characters,
yeah,
that product all of a sudden looks amazing.
It could be.
That could become the best product of the year. Although
could be the best looking product of the year.
Yeah, true.
Just because Bowman, they with the Chrome Bowman with the way that the card is laid out this year looks really nice.
And they had them in the national packs. That's true, Robert. Man.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I've got a couple of those. I opened 2 on my channel. I pulled a red numbered to 5 of Chase Petty of all people, and my gold numbered to 50 was Colton Cowser. I don't own the Colton Cowser anymore. I sold it. Got $20 out of it. I still own the Chase Petty. I don't know how I feel about that. If you're gonna get a red of all people, you got a red, right? He was on the Reds. We got the wrong one. I wanted the Ellie De La Cruz red.
So that would have been a big card.
It would have been a massive card. But yeah, so I got to root for Chase Petty to be the next Clayton Kershaw.
Hey, something to go with what you put on the screen with Robert. He said, I can't afford that set though. Hey man, guys, sports cards are hobby. Don't buy stuff. Don't go buy a $300 of Topps Chrome and expect to make money off it. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose 999 boxes out of 1,000 unless you pull some type of numbered wander or a gradable card that you send to get graded. You're gonna have to wait. You get it back and sell it. Then maybe you can make your money. But right now it's tough.
It's tough right now. The market is so, kind of like in a lull. Which many hobbyists would say that's a good thing, right? Because you can go buy cards and not pay as much. But it's sort of a bad thing as well because the box price went up, and then the cards aren't selling for as much, and so it's harder to make your money back. Grading is still a little too expensive, even at $22 a card, as we talked about last week. But that's definitely something we're all going to have to be mindful of, is how to spend our money wisely, and like you said, don't spend money you don't have.
Yep.
So yeah, anything else on Chrome then?
I think we're good on Chrome.
Chrome for hours, but
yeah, I know.
We've got other topics we want to get to.
Couple quick hitters too. You got the Aaron Judge watch, you got the Pujols watch. And
speaking of Pujols watch, I got this in the mail today. Now these are Topps now. I didn't buy these, but I used my points that I've had for months and months and months to redeem for a couple. These were available, so I figured, why not? I don't know how hard it is to actually get Topps to send you a parallel of any of these cards. I've never been lucky enough, and sometimes you get like 5 at a time. I got the Max Verstappen ones last year for they do look cool. I will say they look cool. Nice kind of thick card stock, but I will gift one of these to you, Brett. The Pujols turned back the clock from 8/26 of 2010 when he hit just his 400th home run, and now he's on the cusp of 700.
How many of those does he have against my Cubbies, I wonder? 100?
I wonder if they tell you that on the back of the card. No, they don't. Yeah.
So Pujols has not hit a home run tonight. He is in the lineup. They're playing the Reds. So we'll see. I still
question.
Yeah.
Quick trivia question. I'm cheating because I'm looking at the back of the card. Albert Pujols, when he hit his 400th home run back in 2010, he hit it against the Washington Nationals. Who was the pitcher that he hit it against?
2010 Nationals. Who would that be? I can't even think of one right now. Who was it?
For a while, there was a guy with the same last name on the Nationals that played, I believe, third base.
Zimmerman?
It is a Zimmerman, but it was Jordan Zimmerman.
Wow, Jordan Zimmerman. Wow.
That's a name from the past.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And then we got the judge, the jury, the executioner. They're not playing tonight. He's on 57. So
Do you have any luck? Do you have any luck with your home run challenge redemptions? Any big scores so far?
So far, I'm 2 for 2, if you can believe that. I
2 for 2.
I put Pete Alonso in against my Cubbies on the 14th the 13th and 14th, and he hit a bomb in each of those games. And the poor Mets, the Cubs beat them in both games, so that's hurtful.
Yeah, I have one Pete Alonso I've yet to use. My biggest score was I put Mike Trout in 3 straight days because I had 3 of them, and I won 2 out of the 3 days.
Yeah, that's a good one to
I've
get.
got 2 Mike Trout home run challenge winning cards to come my way at the very least. And trust me, I threw a shed load of players out there so far. I think I have only 6 to go, and I had a total of like 39 that I had. So I think I have 33 or something like that I actually have out there redeemed at the moment. And they all say in process, and it's too much for me to go check, but I've got Acuna and Lubob, and I think Lubob's playing, but sad I couldn't use the Tatis because he's out. I did use all my Wander because he's back, and I don't think Bryce Harper is playing. I had just 1, and so that's one of the 6 I have left. So I had to check and see if he was actually playing. So, and then anybody who had Buster Posey, Topps even tells you on their website, sorry about your luck, but unfortunately he's retired. So they couldn't even replace him with another Giant. That would have been nice.
That's so lame. They could have easily changed that so you could pick. Like how about making that
given you Brandon Belt or Brandon Crawford or Joey Bart or somebody like that. Evan Longoria, pick a guy, right?
How about like a wild card where you just get to go on there and pick whoever you want? Topps.
Yeah. Shame on Topps for that one. And the same thing with Tatis. Now that he's out for the year, they could have said anybody who had a Tatis redemption or whatever for a home run challenge, go put it in for somebody on the Padres. Go pick a guy, right?
It's frustrating.
Do a better job of that. Tony, good to see you. You also have a Pete Alonso home run challenge card for tonight. I haven't redeemed mine, so I'll have to wait till he hasn't hit a home run for a couple of days. Pools had a pop out. Keep an eye. Yep, definitely trading cards and more. We did this on Monday. We talked about the Pool host watch. He had 21 games to go then with a very weak schedule. So he's probably got 16 or 18 games to go now and still a pretty weak schedule and only needs 3 or 4 home runs. So, yeah, definitely could happen. So I wanted to touch on a quick topic. This is our own YouTube channel, but sometimes we watch other people's channels because that's kind of what you do. You cross-check, see what else is going on in the community. And earlier this week, Card Collector 2 spent $100,000 at the Dallas Card Show over 2 videos. And I guess he's live right now on Whatnot. Anybody in the chat seeing how that sale is going? I'm very curious whether he comes out way ahead of his $150,000 or $100,000 purchase, or about break even, or does he take a loss? My guess is he's not going to take a loss because he's got a lot of hype, got a lot of reputation. Many people follow him. They'll have the energy. Whatnot seems to be very, very hot at the moment. And I'm curious because I myself signed up for a Whatnot user account, got approved to sell on Whatnot. So I have coming up on the 23rd, my kind of new user orientation for Whatnot to learn how to be a seller on Whatnot. So we'll see. I may use it sporadically. I just thought it would be something fun and different. I sell a lot on eBay. Me personally, I do a lot of buy it nows on eBay. I've had that for about a couple of years now, but Whatnot just seemed like a different way of, kind of experiencing the hobby. Many people like it. I saw them at the Nationals, so I'll let you know how that goes, Brett. But I'm very curious. Anybody watching Card Collector 2 and what he's selling at the moment, is he still on Whatnot because he's got $100,000 worth of cards to sell?
Sure he is. I turned it on very briefly. I got to be honest with you. I have the Whatnot app on my phone. I've been on it before, but I haven't logged in to buy anything. So I clicked on the email because they emailed out everybody who's using it, I believe. And he was going through a bunch of the cards, and I don't know where they're listed because he wasn't like, I've seen some of the live auctions from some of the YouTube videos. He wasn't like auctioning them off. He was doing a few giveaways that I saw, but you had to go somewhere to actually purchase them.
Okay.
And they had prices on them. They were priced. So
were they buy it nows or were they auctions?
I think they were buy it nows.
That's so interesting. So essentially what he was using the Whatnot for was to direct you to somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
That's
sure.
Really
I don't want to.
I thought it was. I don't know how it works. Obviously, I haven't gone through orientation on it or anything like that. But, oh hey Anthony, what's up? But yeah, I don't know whether you can sell buy it nows. I'm sure you can, but or whether you can sell auctions. I don't know if you can do breaks. I'm very curious. I think it's just fun and entertaining just to kind of mix it up. Just a different way to experience the hobby. I've got Pac-Man's video up below me now with no sound. I want to see what these cards look like. I'm trying not to get distracted too much, but it had me so intrigued when I think it was Joel that brought it up earlier. That Pac-Man actually had a video, which he never opens baseball. Let's be honest. That guy, he probably does a lot off camera, but on camera, he never opens baseball. And I think the hobby, he probably did it on purpose. I have a theory though. With the big draw that Pac-Man and Jeff Wilson and with and Teapot joins the, I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. If Teapot's out there, we love his stuff as well. But many times all they ever open is basketball and football.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
And I think the baseball market suffers a little bit because of the lack of attention that some of those personalities could give to it. Imagine if Pac-Man, and I'm not trying to say pump, but imagine if he actually paid a little bit of attention on his channel to baseball. It could be good for overall, cards that you're holding. It's not a bad thing when you sell a lot of baseball at card shows. You open a lot of baseball. It's not going to change what we do.
No.
But by having those personalities out there sort of letting other people experience the product and talking good about it or bad about it, who knows? I think that can go a long way towards improving the market conditions. And many people on your chat are probably going to hate me right now for saying this, but I'm not trying to say that bots and everybody else that's going to flip these cards, but at least to sort of experience it and not feel like you always have to go to basketball and football to experience the best of the best in the hobby. You can go to baseball. Baseball's fun. It has a big checklist, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I ask a lot of kids that come to my table, the younger kids, hey, what do you collect? What's your favorite sports? And a lot of times it's basketball, football, and a lot of the kids don't even mention baseball, which is very disappointing to me. I like all three, played all three in high school and one in college baseball, but I think that goes to the MLB marketing. They got to change some things up to start getting in front of kids, And that's where Tatis was a big bummer, that he didn't get to play the second half of the year because he can draw some kids.
Yeah.
Kind of getting off topic with that, but
yeah, we kind of went down a rabbit hole there talking about Card Collector 2 and influencers in the hobby and stuff. So,
man, those Card Collector 2 videos, holy cow! I mean, dude, to spend $100,000 in a couple days, wow, that was incredible.
It was. I watched both of them, just curious what he ended up buying. But yeah, buys in volume. The night before. So Robert watched and he said just people are commenting on the offer, just kind of spouting out offers. That's interesting too. I guess that might be how it works. Like, who's at $100 or whatever. The night before Topps Chrome, going to wait a week or two. Yeah, I agree. It's enticing to see like hobby boxes come down in price, and I'm going to be patient, but I agree with you. It's probably going to be at least a couple weeks before I even think about buying a hobby box, unless you get it on the Topps website tomorrow for like $200. Then I'd probably take a shot at that.
Hey, before you go on to your next topic, John, for the 20 people that are watching right now, we're going to have a little Bowman blaster box face off. I am now technically 3-0, maybe 4-0. Is that right?
You're undefeated.
Undefeated box battle champion of the world.
He's a tough man to beat. I tell you, for all the users on his channel or all the viewers, Brett, he brings the heat when it's crunch time. He brings the heat. He opens some stuff on his channel, and maybe the best hits don't come out. But when he plays against me,
I'm not feeling good about the blasters. The blasters this year haven't been that good to me. The mega boxes, yeah. The blasters, no. So we'll see.
I've had some fire blasters. I've pulled a green auto. I've pulled a gold number to 50. I've pulled a gold auto. I've pulled some really good heat out of the blasters.
Man.
I have a whole box of the hits or whatever set aside. But yeah, stay tuned for the end. We'll open this. I've got one topic, and then we can probably get to that. And this one might be a lengthy topic, but the NFL Week 1, we wanted to give it a proper recap. We didn't really do much of a recap when we went live on Monday talking about Panini and Fanatics, potentially Fanatics being purchasing Panini. I haven't heard a whole lot of chatter on that since, but we wanted to give Week 1 of the NFL sort of a proper review. So I took some notes of certain teams that I wanted to talk about, and feel free to chime in with your thoughts, Brett. The Patriots only scored 7 points. Mac Jones apparently got hurt in the game and did not play very well. I hear so many people now talking Mac Jones saying he's not that good. The Patriots are going to stink this year. What say you?
I don't know. I'm not going to count them off and dead. I'll tell you that. Belichick they'll bounce back. And, Dolphins are pretty good.
Yeah, the Dolphins made a lot of acquisitions in the offseason, and I think it's tough to say. I'm not a big Mac Jones fan, although I think he's a good player. I think he's a good football player. Is he special? Is he Josh Allen special? I'm not sure I see it. But I certainly wouldn't be buying. I myself am not going to go out and buy Mac Jones cards anytime soon. No. I don't think he's even close to winning a Super Bowl, and I don't think any person out there has to worry about that. This next guy, though, on the other hand, do we have to worry about him winning another Super Bowl? The Chiefs scored 44 points in Week 1 against the Cardinals, and Patrick Mahomes, boy, did he not disappoint. That guy was on fire.
Yeah, a little update here too, John. Not only was he on fire, but there's a battle going on right now. Mahomes is 8 for 9 with a TD. Herbert's 10 of 15 with a TD. They're in the second quarter, early second quarter. So that game's a battle, 10-7. Two just franchise quarterbacks. I love Herbert too. And Mahomes is looking sharp to start this year.
It's a long season. A lot can happen. Defenses adjust. But I think Mahomes is better without he's not better without Tyreek Hill, but even though Tyreek Hill's not there, he's better than we thought he would be. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
So the next couple teams, I don't want to glaze past them, but the Broncos only scored 16 points in Russell Wilson's revenge game, and they lost. So they could have won that game, but they lost. Do you think that bodes well for them negatively or positively? Doesn't really matter.
I I think that's a hurtful loss. Both teams could have, taken that game. That fumble on the goal line was brutal. And then that clock management at the end of the game. I mean, Peyton Manning's like, call timeout. God, I don't know if you saw that. I mean, 64-yard field goal. I don't know. I would have rather gone. They had plenty of time and timeouts.
Yeah.
So
it seems like they got used Mike McCarthy coaching their team, because that's something he would do.
Exactly.
Anthony says Broncos are his favorite team. So I think give it a couple weeks, find out what happens. The team's got enough depth on it. They should be fine. They get some home games, play some division games. We'll find out how good they really are.
Yeah, that's a tough place to play.
Oh, yeah. It's a great stadium. Have you ever been there?
I haven't.
I went there a couple years ago. We were in Colorado skiing, and we were looking for some things to do. We ended up going to a Denver Nuggets game, and we sat courtside in the end of the court when they were playing the Phoenix Suns. And this was like when Devin Booker was a rookie, or near a rookie. I think he was in his second year. And because you were like $28 and nobody went to go see the Denver Nuggets. That was actually Jokic's first year. Jokic played that game. He played really well. I said, this guy's really good. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, we were trying to fill in the last couple of days. So we went to a Denver Nuggets game, and then we toured the Mile High Stadium. And this was after Peyton Manning had played there and retired. And I was astonished at how nice that stadium really was, and how the way it was built and the way that it's sort of set up. There's some meaning behind it. So kind of interesting, but cool place to go visit. Great place to watch a game. So next team I want to talk about, and I don't want to go too long on this video because, like I said, we can talk about this for a while, but Joe Burrow and the Bengals only scored 20 points and lost to the Steelers. And everybody was flooding the market, selling their Joe Burrow just a game after he was in the Super Bowl. So it's very, very weird to see that, but that's just the way the market kind of is that volatile. So what do you think, Joe Burrow? Is it time to panic? Was he a 1-year wonder?
No, I'm not panicking. You can look like a 0 1 week and come back, and some teams just have your number, and the Steelers they're a good football team and well coached.
They are. They're a great coach. They're a well coached team with a good defense. Even though T.J. Watt got hurt, and I think he's out for the season now, but they're definitely always a tough team to play, especially in division games. So I don't write them off. I don't think the Bengals are, write them off. They're going to be 4-13. No way. They're going to be right where they were last year, which is right on the cusp of making the playoffs, maybe winning that division. We'll just have to let it play out. So I got a couple more teams written down. I don't know if you have any on your end, but the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, they did score 38 points, but it was the Lions. So I think his stock we'll have to see how that plays out. The Cardinals only scored 21 points against the Chiefs. Kyler Murray, I think his stock is dropping and fast. He is. I said this before on the Monday stream. There is no way you could get. You have to give me a very, very good price on a Kyler Murray rookie. There is no way I would invest in that guy. No way in hell.
I wish I would have saved it and written it down. He's like, somebody posted his record on double XP weekends for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And it's awful. I wish I'd have got the direct quote. It's funny.
Oh, you're talking about Kyler Murray?
Yeah, because Kyler Murray, because he loves Call of Duty. So
because he plays too many video games.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably stays up till 4 a.m. playing that crap. Trey Lance and Justin Fields played each other in the Hurricane Bowl, and both of them look like garbage. I don't think any of them are. I mean, still probably too early to tell. I don't think we have to worry about them winning Super Bowls in either of those cities for a very long time.
No.
I mean,
That was
the
like
Niners have a good defense, so they're
was like
going
an
to have
old
a chance.
It was like an
But-
old throwback game, but it wasn't snow. It was rain and just sloppy,
Yeah.
ugly. Ugh.
And then the last team I have written down was the Packers. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers only scored 7 points at Minnesota. I will say this. I've seen it so many times. The Packers do not play well in Minnesota, no matter what time of year it is. They do not play well in Minnesota. It's very rare that they actually win in Minnesota. So I wouldn't say the Packers are going to be terrible. My guess is that they come back if they have a home game the next week and they'll score 24 to 27 points. They'll probably win, and then they're kind of rolling, and then before you know it, they're 4-1. That's typically the way I've seen it. Then Rodgers have a great season and then disappoint you in the playoffs. So,
yeah.
Bob says, do we think any chance Brady quits before the season's over? Well, I saw on Outkick, I don't know if you ever watch Clay Travis and Outkick. He actually had a segment on his show the other day on Outkick the Show, and he talked about Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen, and he said, I wouldn't be surprised if they get divorced. He said he thought they were, based on what Gisele said, the way she said it made him think that they were headed for divorce. So if Brady is trying to save his marriage, if that's where they're headed, and he's got kids, and he loves her, and it's she's just tired of putting her life on hold. If they can't get past that and he wants to save it, he's going to have to quit. But I don't think he will.
I don't think so either.
I mean, that's the whole reason he came back. That was the whole reason he took a leave of absence for 2 weeks. I think he just loves the sport too much. So we'll have to see how that one plays out. But that's the only teams I had written down on my paper that I wanted to touch on. And then I got one more topic related to the NFL and then the upcoming rookie class. And just curious if you have anything before I interject with that.
Nothing on my end. I think you did a good job.
Okay, cool. So we all know that in the hobby, position players don't get a whole lot of love. Your receivers, your running backs, your tight ends, DBs, linebackers, you name it. This rookie class from this year had almost no quarterbacks and a lot of skills players. But the sad thing is I don't even think they're the best skill players from the recent past draft classes. I think Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and probably a couple other guys I'm not mentioning. Those are Jalen Waddle. I think some of those guys, and there's probably a running back or two in there as well, I think they're better than any of these guys that came out this year. But how do they sell a product like this to consumers when you have people who are taught to hate on position players? And then these aren't even the best position players from recent memory. You have to go back a few years. I don't know. Does that ever fix itself in your opinion?
I don't think so. And I don't know how people are going to spend $1,000 on a Prism football hobby box this year. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, what do they do to increase the value? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think though, one of the things, and I wrote this down because I was looking for a price comparison, and it's only one example, but in the case of position players versus quarterbacks, we all know, we talked about Mac Jones earlier and how I feel about Mac Jones, or how I feel about Kyler Murray, or how I feel about Joe Flacco or Justin Fields or Trey Lance. Sounds like Jimmy G's taken over. But I wrote down two players, one a position player Hall of Famer and one a quarterback from last year's draft class. And I was curious. I looked at eBay for sold listings. I was curious, where the sales are for a silver prism of this player and a PSA. I couldn't find a PSA 9 sale in the last 90 days, but I found a PSA 8 sale, and I was curious how far apart they were. So we are talking about none other than Jerry Rice and Mac Jones. And so if you go to a card show right now and you have a choice between a position player, Jerry Rice, who has a career that will never change, one of the best ever to play the receiver position, I think, 5 Super Bowls, right? And a PSA 8 right now, you can pick up for about $200. I know that's 1986. It's kind of in the middle of the junk wax era. I don't know what a PSA 9 or 10 goes. I'm sure it's much higher. But the PSA 9 rookie a couple weeks ago for a Mac Jones sold for Silver Prism PSA 9 for about the same price. Which one is the better investment?
And not Mac Jones. Not Mac Jones.
I mean, Jerry Rice literally is the best ever almost at his position.
Yes.
Even though position players, you're taught to hate position players. You can't get any better than that.
No.
So it begs the question, like, all right, why would a quarterback like a Mac Jones, who might win 1 Super Bowl in his career, be worth more than Jerry Rice? It makes no sense. So that's whenever you think about buying one of these guys, and I know you've probably got a lot, maybe like an older crowd in your live stream here on your channel. But if you go to a card show and you're looking to buy players like that, again, I go back to what I said about a week ago, or a couple past live streams. Unless I was looking to sell that very quick, like trying to buy low, sell it when he has a great game, there is no way I would invest in any of those guys for a long-term 3 to 5 year investment right now. No way. Way too much risk. And I would be buying. I'm probably going to try and go out and buy a Jerry Rice rookie just to add one to the collection.
It's a good question and dilemma within the hobby. Like, I mean, it's the same way in baseball in many ways. People ask why a Bowman guy that hasn't played a game is selling for so much, and a Hall of Famer or a like a Pujols isn't even close to that. It's people are speculating on the current and the hype.
Yeah. Well, it's what gets clicks too, right? Because
you
go to any Card Collector 2 video, you go to any Jeff Wilson video. Jeff's maybe a mixture of both. Obviously, he collects some vintage as well. But for the most part, a lot of the channels out there talk about the same guys. They talk about Herbert, Burrow, Fields, Wilson, Jones. It's all the new modern guys because it's who's playing now. And it's okay to speculate, but you got to look at like long term and say, and maybe Jerry Rice was a bad example, but when you look at the price for a decent version of a Jerry Rice rookie and it's $200 versus a Mac Jones, that there's how many different rookie cards, and it's not a PSA 10. And it's a silver, and so it's supposed to be a little more rare. And it's literally almost the exact same price.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking as you're saying that? Man, I wish I could go back to 2020 and buy as much football as I could right now because of Joe Burrow and Herbert and Jamar. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, what an amazing product so far.
Yeah, definitely.
But it could become garbage in a hurry, though. You just never know.
Yeah, you never know. You got to let it play out. I got something in the mail today. Finally got this to arrive. I bought Andres Jimenez on-card auto the other day, numbered 63 out of 99 from Finest.
Oh, nice.
His WAR is all the way up to 6.2.
That's
He's
crazy.
in the top 7 in the league in WAR. I think his OPS plus is over 140, which is pretty good.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's time to
You
open.
ready for a blaster?
Yeah, we can't skip to the Mojo packs like this though.
No.
No.
All right, crew. A Bowman
All right,
blaster
crew.
box. We got 24
Wish
people
me
watching.
luck. Wish me luck. I need to break the streak of losing.
John's theory of doing this, baby.
If I don't win again, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a way to stack the deck in my favor.
Neighbor Bob says Wander Mania.
Wander Mania all over again. Now that he's back, he came back right in time for Chrome to come out. What are the odds?
Hopefully he just tears it up in October.
All right, I got my 6 packs. Are you gonna save the hit or reveal the hit if you find a hit?
I don't know. I'll probably just kind of hold it till the end. Let's see here. Bowman 3D, Austin Martin. I'm not going to show anything unless it's good. Henry Davis, Chrome.
I'm hoping for color. I'm hoping for a hit.
I got one first.
In.
PA.
Let's see here. Henry Mendez. Nothing crazy in that first pack. There's nothing worse on eBay. Not eBay. On YouTube than watching people open where they don't show you the cards, right?
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
A Wander paper rookie.
I'll try to hold him up. See if I get a color. Goldschmidt. Brandon Marsh. Wagner.
Couple firsts in that pack, but nothing.
Logan Cerny and Misal Gonzalez. No hit yet. I got to get a hit because I need to beat you.
Neighbor Bob said he made a bet that his Rays win the World Series. That was my World Series pick to kick off the year. They're still in it. Let's see here. There's a Pacheco and a Downs. Nothing there. So far, nothing color, there. John. I haven't had much, not going to lie.
I haven't either.
At this point, I'll take a first Choreo. And
I had a Dustin Harris.
These blasters haven't been good. Nolan Jones, 18. I better start pulling out some of these first. Benjamin Bailey and Quintero. Because this is not looking good, guys. These Bowman blasters just...
I got a Khalil Watson paper.
All right. That's not going to win it.
I'm down to my last 2 packs.
Me too. I'm on this. No color. Okay, so Dustin Harris paper. Jonathan, how do you say it? Is it Clace or Class? Classe? Clace?
I think it's
And I'm on my last pack Mojo, baby. Clace, I got first in him. Man, these are, I tell you what, I don't think I got a color.
I didn't either yet.
This is brute. This is what you call sponsored by Hefty. The segment, trash bags. You know, I tell you what, that was not good.
That was not good.
Not good at all. Nope. No colors, guys. While you're ripping your last pack, like here's my first Sanchez, Minear, Clace, Bailey, Quintero, Verdugo, Triana, a Wander paper, PA. So Dustin Harris paper. A lot of nothing here, dude. A lot of nothing.
I got a decent amount of first chromes, but
yeah, me too.
Nothing crazy.
That's a good thing. You put a sleeve on those and hold them.
Dustin Harris, Logan Cerny, Michelle Gonzalez.
Dave said, "Who won?" I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Were
if I did, I didn't win by a lot. At least you didn't get a hit. That doesn't make it. It makes it a little less obvious.
If one of us would have had a hit, we'd have won the box for sure.
Yeah. So let's see here. Of my box, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 9 first chromes, and I've got a Khalil Watson paper.
Yeah, I had 8 first chromes, a Harris, and the Wander, and that's about it. The inserts were not. I mean, they are
Nice
what they are.
bets. I've got a Rodolfo Nolasco from the Pirates. See any good? I've
Not
got
that I know.
a Dustin Harris from the Rangers.
It was. You said that was a paper or chrome?
Chrome.
Dustin Harris. I would say that probably wins it, wouldn't you?
I guess so, yeah.
Because I don't have any chrome that beats that.
Nothing like knocking it out of the park on a win. I feel like it's like a technical knockout, right?
Yes, that was a judge's decision, and it could have gone either way. Yeah, Garb said he thinks it's a draw.
That's funny. I guess we can call it like the Colts played against the Texans. We'll call it a tie.
Jeez.
We'll do what the Colts did, which was a tie.
David Garb will be watching Major League Wiffle Ball tomorrow afternoon. I look forward to every Friday. Major League Wiffle Ball's channel coming
Card
up.
Collector 2 update. Highest was 1,300. A lot of cards in the $100 to $300 range for 350 items, huh?
Jeez. Man, that's crazy.
What is that, about $35,000?
He's got a ways to go. I'll tell you that.
I don't know how many total items he bought.
I don't either.
Like how many physical items did he buy? Like 300 items, 500 items?
It was a lot of items. Michael says, "Hey guys, well, want to wrap this up so we can go watch some football, buddy?"
Yeah. Well, really fun topics again this week. Talked a little bit about Topps Chrome at the top of the show. Talked an update about Pujols. Went over the odd changes for Chrome. We touched on a lot of football, and we talked a little bit about the Whatnot auction going on or the Whatnot sale going on in Card Collector 2. So anything else going on your channel for the week, Brett, that you want to touch on?
I mean, maybe I'll open some Chrome, maybe I won't. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't have any plans for the weekend, but we'll see.
Cool. I have a couple videos recorded. I have to publish them. I should put them on my channel, ERB Sports, coming up within the next day or two. And then this weekend, I'm going down to Cincinnati to eat in the Oktoberfest Cincinnati. So if any of you guys are from the Cincinnati area, come on down to that event. It's always a fun time. Maybe you can see me in person. Hopefully I do pretty well this year doing brat eating contests like I did last year. Was pathetic. So hoping for a better result. And Joey Chestnut, we thought he was going to compete in that event. I said he probably would. He is not.
Dang.
He is out. So we have Jeff Esper, Nick Wary, Mickey Sudo, George Chigger, friend of mine, Derek Jacobs, friend of mine, Bartley Weaver, who is a professional bodybuilder. I found out he was a late ad. So this one's going to be another tight one for me to cash. But I'm going to give it my all, try and have a really good fun time and make a video of it and put another eating video up on the ERB Sports to represent the E in ERB. So
that'll be sweet,
wish
man.
me luck.
Good luck. I hope you tear it up and take him down. Joey Chestnut's out there. You got him.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I practiced earlier today with some brats that I bought at the store, so I did all right. And they went down pretty smooth, but they're not the same as the contest brats. But yeah, hoping for a good result. Should be a lot of fun. And hope to see you guys on my channel. If eating is your thing, try to give you guys some eating entertainment coming up. So yeah, thanks, neighbor Bob. Appreciate that.
Check out John's channel, ERB Sports. He's the mastermind behind this show.
We keep having it on your channel. See, the thing is, if we don't have it on your channel, all these folks that are your regulars, they wouldn't come to my channel to watch the show.
We'll get them in.
We ought to do the old switcheroo on them one week and say, hey, we'll do a short on your channel. Say, tuning in on John's channel. We'll do the live stream if you're up for it. So,
heck yeah.
But yeah, Appreciate it. We are growing small, steady steps as a channel, and we'll keep it rolling. So until next time, what's the line, Brett?
Peace.
Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night.